What's happening, guys? It is Cody here from Tipsy Rippers, and we got another installation video for the Mudbusters. This is the third and final video sequence that I have here. It's supposed to be out last week, but it's okay. We're gonna post it here. So we're doing the firewall splash guard install. Should be pretty simple. I already ran through the one side so far, so I'm going to try to show the best I can. I know that the video or the instructions aren't the best. I've seen a few comments on it, and I even looked at the sheet. It's not the best installation. They could revamp their installation guide for it, but hopefully this can help the next person when they go to install it. I'm going to show you my installation, and hopefully it's going to help you guys out. But we're going to go ahead and install these on my 2023 Rmax 1000, and I'm going to try to take you through all the steps. So let's go. Okay, so it got pretty muddy here. I try to clean it out the best I can. It's winter time, so I'm not going to go out and spray it, especially because there's like electrical there, but I did wipe it out some, so it's not the best. A little lazy on my end, but we're going to go ahead and install. So I'm going to pop up a photo of what the first part looks like, and then I'll kind of show you. So you're going to end up using this factory hole right here, and we'll kind of show you the installation here on it. So that's really going to be the only one that's going to be holding, then the rest are going to be kind of riveted to each other. So let me go and show you what you get in the package here. So you get a set of rivets, you get a washer, a nut, and a sticker. Nice sticker, by the way. Well, let's go ahead, let's get this first piece installed, and I'll see if I can help walk you through it. Here, guys, let's go. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and install this first piece here, and I'll kind of show you what you got to do. So if you see a slit here, it's got to go over this part right here. So and then you're gonna want this wire to go up over. So you're gonna end up using this hole right here to rivet into. It's kind of wonky and it's kind of hard to get in there, but we're going to try to show you the best I can so you can see on camera. So what you do is move this wire kind of out of the way, and you kind of want to get it at an angle here, and then you're going to want to push this bottom piece so then it goes over top of this beam there, and you're kind of gonna, as you're doing that, you're going to want to kind of twist this up, and you're gonna have to get that top piece kind of up through here. So, because you're gonna catch on some braces in there, but you're just gonna feed that in there and make sure to watch your wire, because it needs to be on this side of the splash guard here. Kind of turn it into place here. And I got stuck here earlier. I thought maybe the cutout wasn't right, but that's just me being stuck. So what you got to do is actually, you got to grab this left side over here, pull it towards you a little bit. Might have to grab up to the top, because that's where it's stuck at. Kind of wiggle it. You'll kind of see, if you're not seeing that whole line up right there, that means you're not far enough. So go ahead and make sure you grab the back of it over there, and boom, you see how it's falling into place. So there you go. So it should look something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna say you want to stay in front of that piece right there. Okay, so you're not going to put that first rivet in until you get this in. So if you see on the secondary piece on the right, there's another slot that you feed that wire that we fed through here. So what I would do is lift this up here first, and you're gonna want to kind of do it at an angle. So if you see here, you have to do it at an angle so you can bypass that, and then kind of lift it up, and then kind of push it into place here. So it's kind of difficult, but just kind of look with your eyes, and you'll see which way it needs to turn. So slide your cable in there, slide that back, and then we can go ahead and put that rivet in there and put these other 2 rivets. Okay, so we got 3 rivets total. So what you're gonna want to do is make sure you line the front piece with the back piece. Get that in there. Simply push it in. Sorry, I'm blocking the light, but next you're gonna install this one. Same thing. Push it in. And boom. Really nice fit. I mean, it's a little loose here. Something that I guess you could do if you wanted to drill something here, or even bring it behind this piece right there. Might be a little better. I'm just gonna keep it like that for now, unless I get annoyed, or maybe, because if I hear it flapping like that, that might get annoying. So actually, let me go ahead and move this forward, because I want to see if that makes it tighter. Okay, so I went ahead and installed it behind this tab. I did have it in front. I didn't like it, but this is loosey-goosey. But I imagine if you wanted to, you could screw and zip tie, or use one of the extra clips they give you. So that is a little flaw in the design, and it'd be nice maybe if they gave you a secondary piece to clip in here. But you know what, it's that's one thing I did see with it. But really great installation, very simple. Hope this helps someone. Let's go ahead and go to the other side and get that installed. All right, so driver's side, firewall, splash guard. Installation wise, I would say out of 5, how hard it is, I'd maybe say 2.5. Not too difficult. Anyone could probably do it, you know. Have a little bit of technical skills. Super easy to install. No complaints other than the top there. It doesn't have a running brace, so we'll see if it makes a lot of tapping while you're driving, and then we might have to rig it up to not make it slap back and forth. But let's go ahead and go to the passenger side. I note that you do have to go into the glove box. Make sure the screw, the bolt that is actually in there, make sure it is tight before you go to this installation on the passenger side, and we'll go ahead and show you that real quick. Let's go. Okay, so if you're in the glove box, that bolt right there is the one you need, and it is a 10mm, so just go ahead, make sure it's on there tight. Someone's on there pretty good, so make sure that's tight before you go to the passenger side. So let's go ahead and install that one. Let's go. Okay, so you got your lower and your upper. These two will go on a nipple, and then this one will go kind of on that bolt where you're gonna put a washer and a nut on there. And then these two are gonna be where these lock in place. So I'm gonna try to show this best I can. I'll show you where they go, kind of how it goes up there, and I'll see if I can show you what it looks like. It's pretty tight up in there, so let's go ahead and put it in there. So it should just fall right into place once you get up there, and I can actually see the nipples. Let me show you them. Actually right here. So, get my flashlight. So see those nipples right there. I'll put an arrow on it so you can see them. There's 3 nipples. That's where you got to put it at. Okay, so I'm gonna slide that up there. You might have to bend it a little bit to get it in there. Drop it. You're not gonna really be able to see what you're doing. So So you kind of have to use your hand, and if you get down here like this, you can kind of see it right there. There's a nipple there, and one back there. So when you tighten it, you should put it there. So you go ahead and put the washer on there with the lock nut. And you'll need a 10mm for this. Recommend a ratchet wrench if you have one. Piece looks like this, and you kind of gotta feed it up through here. So I think you have to go like this and then turn it. All right, so I got it figured out. Took me a second. So you gotta turn it sideways, and then you gotta feed it up through and make sure it's behind this box on the right. So you'll see it needs to be behind here. Then you're gonna push it, and then you need to make sure this corner is behind this brace here. You kind of gotta spin it as you're doing it and push it up. So should hopefully toss a bunch of dirt in your face. And then you get it lined up, and then you put your rivets in. All right, boom, bada bing, bada boom. If you have any questions. All right, that's the installation on the Mudbuster firewall splash guards. If you have any questions, go ahead and direct them in the comments. I definitely can make a video on how to do anything I didn't cover. You need a 10mm wrench for sure. You're not going to get a socket in there. Hopefully I cleared up some of the questions on how to install this. And we're going to just show a quick snippet at the very end of it to show you what it looks like. And great benefit to this is less dust in the cab, less airflow in the cab for the colder weathers, but it's going to be less airflow for the hotter months. So that is the downside of it, but I'd rather have less dust. The passenger side, I rate that one out of 3 installation. It was a little bit more difficult, but you need minimal tools. You don't have to do a lot of work. So it's very simple install, but let's go ahead and just show you real quick of it. And then that'll be the end of it. Thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button, and stay tuned for more 2023 or any Rmax videos coming out here. And if you'd like to see anything else, let me know.